Hey, I'm Chris J. Reed. I'm the only CEO with a Mohawk, and I run Black Marketing, Social Selling, Dark Arca Marketing, Mohawk Marketing, and Chris J. Reed Mastery. So this is top 10 tips about how to use LinkedIn. This is a LinkedIn Masterclass. This is for the Asset Managers Association of Singapore. Thank you very much for inviting me. So this is my top 10 tips about how you can use LinkedIn and how you can benefit from it. The things like employer branding is so important on LinkedIn, particularly in a country like Singapore. Phenomenally important. James here and the company really focus on how this looks, because this is all about professionalization, brand consistency. So the background is always red. The photographs here, always taken with a red background. Really good professional. So every single person, as you can see here, has got a red background. So they stand out. Very simple thing to do. Doesn't cost any money at all. Apart from their company page forgot to have the red background. So they've continued it through, but not the most obvious thing, the company page. And Jennifer here wanted to be different. She went for black. Everyone else has got red. At least she has the red background. Alison here went for different ways. She went red and white. So every single person who works for her, red and white, which works phenomenally well, because every single time I see her, she comes up. Matthew here went with the circle, the orange circle. Again, nice brand consistency. Every single person's got it, apart from Nicole, who doesn't want to work there anymore. Clearly. But again, their company page. No branding at the top. And their last post was 6 months ago. This is what happens when human resources takes over your company page. Human resources know nothing about marketing. There's a reason why they're in human resources. So don't let human resources take over your company page. Do marketing. These guys rebranded, so we put the spur on their photographs themselves. So innovation, L'Oreal, not about makeup. Or ANZ, for example, talking about too much experience, not talking about bank accounts or interest rates or where the local branch is. That's not the objective here. ANZ have presented themselves as the business bank, and they're doing it through clever content. As are Marriott. Marriott not talking about how many rooms they have or the price of rooms. Productivity. They want you to know they are the business brand. They are the business brand for hotels. Qantas, nice picture of a plane. And they get to the heart of how you engage an Australian employee, and it's wine. Wine. So they actually put a post on their LinkedIn company page saying, it's an unofficial but essential part of being part of Qantas that actually you go and get pissed in there every day. Not every day, but every week. They engage. Just to back up my point, the second post we found was also a picture about wine. So Qantas really cracked the nut in terms of how do you engage an Australian employee? It's wine. Emirates and Qatar, also nice pictures of planes. Really engage with things like videos. So they had a video of how you put a plane together. Simple things. Not talking about flights or their latest rates, they're talking about engineering and how you actually put a plane together. Fantastic. Qatar went a slightly different route. They talk about how Ramadan was very important to their employees and their staff. Fantastic again. Not talking about their flights or their planes or anything like that. So don't do this. What's missing? Picture of a plane, Singapore, Marina Bay Sands, something. The Singapore girl maybe. It's only been used for 40 years to market their brand. Why is it not on LinkedIn? Because where do Singapore Airlines make all their money? Business travellers. There's 2.3 million Singaporean business travellers on LinkedIn, but Singapore Airlines don't want to engage them. And just to back that up, this is their last post. Get cozy when you fly in business class. Book now. I look at this going, get cozy? Is that the best you can give me? And sure enough, somebody else said the same thing. Not your most inspiring message. Give us the sell. Why Singapore Airlines? Completely legitimate. It's like, why would you pay twice the price? And yes, I do think it's the best airline in the world, but say why. Don't just say get cozy. Get cozy is not a reason. But Air New Zealand do the same thing. Again, no plane, no hobbits, no fire, no dragons, no All Blacks, nothing. And their last post was 2 weeks ago. You can tell HR had this page. It's hiring a sustainability manager in Auckland. Great, if you live in Auckland, if you're in sustainability. So, Qantas, wine. Let's have lots of wine, come to us. Air New Zealand's sustainability manager. I know which plane company I'd be joining. AirAsia do the same thing though. AirAsia are going after the business market now, but not on their LinkedIn. Their last post was a month ago. They're hiring cabin crew in Kathmandu. Wonderful. If you're in cabin crew and you want to live in Kathmandu and fly AirAsia, but what about the business travellers? Why aren't you engaging with business travellers? Again, this is what happens when HR take over your company page. Don't let them. And if you have a company called Clickable Marketing, it's normally a good idea to have something you can click on. Can't click on that. And then you couldn't click on their page. They're called Clickable Marketing. They need to change their name.